friends, welcome back to Live at the Roxy on this Thursday, January 26th. It's going to be a quick show today, but a couple different stories I wanted to talk about. Okay. Number one, are you guys seeing all of the fucking weird ass conspiracy theories about DeMar? People are fucking insane. And number two, I saw this story 2 days ago that I can't stop thinking about, and I need to get your guys' opinion on it. It's obviously the title of the show, which is it okay to date a 23-year-old who looks like who looks 8 years old? Um, and you're like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm going to explain it to you. So, welcome to the show, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, super chat in, send that support. Would love y'all support. Need y'all support. Support. Okay, so here's the story, and don't worry, I've got visuals to go along with it. There is a blogger. He is a travel blogger, and he is dating a 23-year-old woman, which is not weird to be dating somebody completely of age. He's 26. He's dating somebody 23. Totally makes sense. But this 23-year-old looks 8. She is named Shauna Ray, and she actually has a reality show on TLC called I'm Shauna Ray. And her growth was stunted when she was a kid because she had this treatment for her brain cancer, and it stunted her growth in a way that like still doctors are a little confused about. I guess this happens sometimes. So she's 3 foot 10 inches tall. She weighs 50 pounds, and they are dating. Now, for reference point, I'm just going to show you guys this. This is the two of them. This is the 26-year-old boyfriend, and this is the 23-year-old girl who looks about 8 years old, and they are dating. And I feel like wildly conflicted about that. It's like, and that's like just some of the pictures. When you look at others of the pictures, like if you saw them in public together, you would be like, that's pedophilia. But she's actually 23. And it's like, this 23-year-old woman deserves to live the life of an adult, but I just don't know any non-creepy adult who would date somebody who looked 8. I'm like, distract's too harsh of a word, but like, I'm like fucked up about this because it's like, if you're attracted to her, that's problematic, right? Like, obviously you can be attracted to more than somebody's body. You can be attracted to their mind, but she still looks like a child. So is that acceptable? Like, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. What do you guys think? Like, do you think this guy is creepy automatically? Or are you like, he's into an 8-year-old? Like, if they are, I don't know the details of the relationship, but obviously if you're an adult relationship, many times you're intimate together. I just could never be intimate with somebody who looked like a kid because I wouldn't be attracted to that. That would freak me the fuck out. And the fact that he is attracted to that freaks me out about him. But it's not illegal, obviously. And I don't even know if some people in society would say it's wrong. What do you guys think? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider, super chat in. Is there any scenario in which you would date somebody who looked underage? And not underage, like slightly underage. I mean, like, who looks like a child. Like, there's the Benjamin Button of it all, where like, what if they started looking like an adult and then they ended up looking like a child? And And like, do you judge this guy? And if you saw them in the street and you didn't know she was actually 23 and you saw them kissing, like, what would you do? Do you call the cops? Do you confront them? Like, I bet there's no way they can have they can't have PDA, right? Like, you don't know what other people would say. I feel like you would get arrested. And like, even if the cops came, you show your ID, like, how are they going to, it's going to take a minute. Obviously, she's got that show, so she's got more notoriety now, but I don't know. This whole story just kind of like freaks me out because why is he attracted to her? Just, ugh. All right, what do you guys think? Streamlabs in your answers, super chat in your answers. Any other weird things that you've seen this week that you want to talk about? I'm only going to be here for about 10, 15 more minutes. Just popping on for a quickie today. Just saying hi, keeping in touch with y'all, seeing what's going on in the world of you. So send in that support. Let's see. Apollo said, getting in here early before all the commotion. Do you hear that? That's the sound of sweet, sweet validation. Anna de Armas getting nominated for Blonde is 100% deserved. You're still my muse and my flame, though, Stryer. I don't know how that's validation. Everybody thought she was going to get nominated for Blonde. She was excellent in the movie. I'm confused on how that's validation. And thank you, AAA, for your support. All coming in from a couple days ago. What's going on with you guys today? How do you feel about this? Start answering these questions because, like, I've been thinking about this for 2 fucking days, and I'm probably gonna bring it up on the World Girls again. Like, like, and then like, you feel for her. She had a brain tumor or brain cancer when she was little. But then there was a lot of like her family and friends were commenting, saying like, not only has it stunted her physical appearance, but it's also stunted her emotional like development so that she acts very immature. And then it's like, so even though you're not 8, if you're acting young and you look young. Bad Rabbit says, tried to watch her show with my wife because we love reality TV, but we bailed after 3 minutes. Something just feels very wrong about it. It's also weird to be attracted to someone who looks like a child. Bad Rabbit, I feel you. From watching her show, can you tell us, did she act, like what age did she act like? Did she act 23 or did she act like a child? Ugh. The whole thing gives me the heebie-jeebies because I don't want this woman to end up alone. And like in 10 years, will she look still 8 or will she look then like 18? Just still fucking weird. It's so fucking weird. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Do you guys think this is okay? For those of you guys who did miss the image, who are joining in late, here are the people that we are referencing. It is a 26-year-old blogger who is dating a 23-year-old girl who looks 8 based on her growth being stunted after treatment for brain cancer when she was a child. As an actress, it's probably unbelievable that you can play an 8-year-old for the rest of your life. It's like you definitely should be a working actress. As a person, oh my God, that would fucking suck. That would just fucking suck. And it's like, I don't know. I can't help it. Like, I do feel bad for her, but I'm judging him. I don't know whether that's right or wrong, but I'm judging him. I look at him and I'm like, that's who you're attracted to? I mean, like, and does that make me the prick? I don't know. Blech. Blech. You know who are pricks? All these DeMar conspiracy theorists people. Have you guys been seeing this? This is so fucking weird. Let me know in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. So DeMar Hamlin, who we've obviously talked about many times on this show, who went into cardiac arrest in the middle of a game, who ended up surviving, which was unbelievable. There's a bunch of conspiracy theorists who've decided that the COVID vaccine killed DeMar and that this is fake DeMar and that real DeMar is dead from the vaccine. That's legit, like what we're seeing. Anti-vaxxers that are trying to convince people that DeMar Hamlin is being hidden by Big Pharma, by Pfizer, and that his public appearance recently, we didn't see his face and it's a body double. And like, not only, it wasn't like one or two people on the internet who were saying this. It was like fucking thousands of tweets. And talk about shit that made me sick to my stomach. Like, I can't believe what's wrong with us as a society. I saw this video the other day that was debunked of this anti-vaxxer saying she got the vaccine, that she's been having like a 4-day seizure since. And then it was debunked and she had never gotten the vaccine and she wasn't having a seizure. She was literally getting filmed going like this. And it's like, that's what you did with your time? You need to look in the fucking mirror. Like, imagine thinking that DeMar, I mean, it's just so fucked up to DeMar, who fought for his life, for his whole team, for everybody who worked to save his life, to be like, this is a body double and he died because of a vaccine. Talk about writing your own agenda and then just making everything fit in it, regardless of what facts are. It's just like, what's wrong with you guys? And is this real? Do you know how stupid you sound and seem? Is this really who you are? Like, what is the... I don't understand. I just don't... Oh my God. And like, I believe your body, your choice. If you do not want to get vaccinated, I think like for any vaccines, not even specifically talking about COVID, but you know, like of the diseases that we've essentially eradicated because of vaccines, I think you're a fucking idiot. Straight up, I think you're a fucking moron. However, I do think that you should be allowed to do that. The one problem with that is that it actually affects other people who have not been able to get vaccinated for XYZ reason. But if you don't want to do that, that is what it is. But to then take your own fucking weird ass, flat earthing, anti-vaxxing fucking mentality and say that somebody is actually dead and has a body double is like, you're sick, man. Like, you're sick. You're sick and twisted. There are some conspiracy theorists that I actually fucking dig because I do think we should question the system in terms of like, how did JFK die? Or like, why hasn't certain footage been released of 9/11? Or of like UFOs and like, does the government know more? Those are all conversations that I'm like, okay, let's have those conversations. Our government is fucking crazy. But like saying that this young man who fought for his life is a body double because you are an anti-vaxxer is just so sick and twisted. And do you know that it's sick and twisted, or do you think it's not? Do you think it's normal? Because that's even fucking worse if you think that's normal. I mean, that's fucking crazy. Like I said, only here for a few more minutes. So streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Send in that support. Would love to hear from you. No Streamlabs of the day so far. Where are y'all at? Nobody wants to chime in on whether it's creepy or not to date somebody who looks 8, even if they're 23. Not one of you wants to speak up on that. And I wonder whether it's because you guys feel bad for her or whether it's because you would date somebody that age. Or what? What is actually your deal? Brady says 9/11, Kate's ears just perked up. What do you mean? I actually got in a fight with somebody, a coworker one time about 9/11, which was super bizarre. I am somebody who is under the impression that the general public still does not know everything that went down about 9/11. I am not a conspiracy theorist, as in like, I think that like, you know, you hear people all the way from saying like George Bush orchestrated 9/11 or shit like that. Like, I'm not at that level, but I do think especially like the Pentagon footage and the lack of transparency and clarity about what did happen, and like yeah, I just think that the government knows more than they tell us. I think that about most things. So one time at work, we were talking about 9/11, and I said, I just watched this doc on it that was talking about how they haven't released the Pentagon footage fully because of like where it was hit and how like it seemed like it was hit from inside instead of outside. There's like this whole thing, and I was like, it was really fascinating to watch because they're unreleased documents that I'm just curious about. And this coworker of mine got so fucking upset and was like, I had a friend who died in 9/11. How dare you fucking question the legitimacy of it? And I was like, I'm super duper not questioning the legitimacy of it, of your friend passing away. It's so sad. I also lived on the East Coast. I also had people who were stuck there. I also experienced this in a very personal way. And I'm so fucking sorry about your friend. I do think questioning our government is always a smart thing to do because they're fucking shady. And we like got in a full blown argument. He was like, never fucking bring up 9/11 with me again. And I was like, wow, he thinks that I'm like a crazy conspiracy theorist, and I'm not. I just said I think there's more to the story. And that got us in like a huge fight. He's looking at me like how I look at flat earthers. And that's kind of crazy. So I know that there's all different levels of these theories and whatnot. Um, anyway, who is going to be our very first Streamlabser of the day? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Could it be you? Could it be you? Could it be you? Could it be true? Could it be true blue? Could it be true blue shoe? Could it be true blue shoe who? Could it be true blue shoe who foo? Could it be true blue who foo shoe foo doo doo? We don't know. Speaking of true blue, JetBlue is getting a whole new point system. And it's confusing as fuck. I wanted to get the JetBlue credit card, but in order to get Mosaic status on it, you have to spend $50,000 in your first year of having the credit card, which is like, and also you don't get it until you do that. And also, like, my God, what's wrong with everybody? See, no, Roxy's going to keep rhyming until somebody donates. Okay, let's try it. Dog, frog, log, hog, bog, nog, cog in the machine. Frog, fog, might have done one of those. Jog, log, mog, eggnog, prog. That's an interesting one, spelled different. Soggy muffins. Toggle switch. Vlog. This is kind of that. Wagon. Almost you could like, if you were singing a song, you'd be like, and a wagon. Huzzah. So it's a little bit feeling that was pretty clear that I nailed that. There was no more rhymes to be had. Thank you so much in the Streamlabs to Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. Our first support in the Streamlabs of the day. Anonymous, you didn't even want credit. Wow. He's a weird dude for dating her. It could be a body double. He had no pulse for 9 minutes, but the vaccine had nothing to do with it. Why would they have a body double? Why would his family go along with that? What? I don't understand. At least you don't get anything to do with the vaccine, but I don't get it. This conspiracy is whack. Mike Joyce in the Streamlabs says, if he wants to date someone that looks 8, then he should feel free to. I also think the FBI should monitor his internet for the next few years. Yeah, it's like, I'm not saying that what he's doing he shouldn't do. I'm just saying I am judging him for it. And I'm not a very judgy person. I do feel bad about that. And I do also think the FBI should monitor his internet because, like, if you're attracted to that, what are you attracted to? And then A in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider says smog. Did I not say smog? Oh, I missed smog? Interesting. What else did I miss? Okay, let's start again at the top. A log. Brag. You could do like brag. Oh, I bragged about it. So, yeah. And then, do we do clog? I know we did cog, but did we do clog? And then we did dog, but did we do drog? She was a drog queen. So British is really helping us here. D-E. I don't think there is one. You guys could correct me though. And then we did fog and frog. So that was pretty good for F. Goggles. Did I do goggles? Oh, put on your gog. Like it's an abbreviation, you know. H-I-J. Jog. We did. Yeah. So, photog. At least good one. Epilogue says John. Flog says Ash. Analog says Elise. Yeah, we got some good ones. Really, really good. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I believe you. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. So much love. So, Boggle, good one. See, I like that game. John says hog. I think we did hog. Yeah, Cena, this is your fault. So, that. I'll be back soon. I'll be at Only Stupid Answers tomorrow and then maybe here. Probably here afterwards. So, anyway, much love. Stay safe, stay sane. Put down toilet seat and lid. We don't want those buffoons. Don't remember the Holocaust. Justice for all the people who lost their lives due to excessive force. My body, my choice. Wherever on the rainbow, we love you. We stand with the women of Iran, some of the bravest women we've ever seen. Golden sparkles. Glenn, we think about you every single day. We really are. And I'll see you guys later.